Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Let's just hop right into it. This is the 1918 Buffalo nickel that sold for $870 even in this condition. You'll see it's only graded at a good 6. So 6 is on the lower end of the grading scale, as a 70 is the best grade you can possibly get. So this is pretty low. Now what makes this coin valuable, by the way, it is the D mint mark. So if we zoom in on the reverse underneath the word 5 cents, you will see that D mint mark, okay? So that's not what's gonna make it valuable though. What's gonna make it valuable here is we have a 1918 where the 8 is over the 7. So you have a 7 actually underneath the 8 and the date. So here's an example of what that looks like on a better condition coin, but that's what gives this coin all of its value. So always look for that on your 1918 Buffalo nickels, $870. Moving on here to another 1918, this is the S mint mark Buffalo nickel. So again, on the reverse of the coin, you will see an S mint mark this time. Now on the obverse of the coin, as we flip the coin back over, it does have a mint error. It has an obverse lamination. You can see that going through the face there. So this coin is in pretty good condition as well. It's graded at a mint state 64 by NGC. And because of the mint error and the condition of the coin, this nickel ended up selling for $990, nearly a $1,000 coin. Moving on to a 1918 D mint mark. This coin was struck off center, pretty obvious type of mint error. Of course, you'll see that around the rim of the coin. And this Buffalo nickel sold for over $1,900, nearly a $2,000 coin. But here is a coin that sold for over $2,000, $2,300 for this coin, because it's a 1918 Buffalo nickel coin design that was struck onto a 1-cent planchet. So in 1918, they were making wheat cents, and this is a wheat cent planchet that the Buffalo nickel design was struck onto. That's what gives it its value. That's why it sold for over $2,000. Now we're done with the 1918 Buffalo nickels. We're going to move on to the 1919 here. Now this coin is graded at a good 4, so not a very good condition coin, even though it says good. The 4 is a very low on the coin grading scale, right? So this coin only sold for $50, and that's because it has rotated dies. So if you take your fingers at the bottom of this Buffalo nickel, you see how the design is straight? If you take your fingers and grab it by the bottom and flip it over, the back of the reverse of the coin should also be straight, the design, right? However, you'll see that it's turned, and that's a rotated die. That's where all of the value is at for this coin. That's why it sold for $50. You know, had it been in much better condition, it could have sold for a lot more money. Now here's a 1920 Buffalo nickel that sold for around $75 at auction in pretty rough condition. But what gives this coin value is that it does have a mint error. It has a die break here on the reverse of the coin. So if you look here on the left side, that extra metal there on the rim, that is a die break, which is also referred to as a cud. So that will give your coins value as well. You know, some can be larger than this, smaller than this, you know, different placements on the coin as well. But for this coin specifically in this condition, just $75. You know, would have sold for a lot more if it was in better condition. Here's a 1920 D mint mark that has a clip, which you'll see at the top of the coin there. Coin's in pretty nice condition, AU55 grade. Not too bad. The coin sold for over $200 at auction because of that mint error and its condition. Now here is a 1920 Buffalo nickel. Looks very normal on the obverse of the coin, graded at a mint state 62. But here on the reverse of the coin, we'll have that large indent. So pretty cool mint error there. That will give the coin value, and that's why this nickel ended up selling for over $430. Moving right along to a 1921 Buffalo nickel. Now it looks normal here on the reverse of the coin, but here on the obverse of the coin, you can see going through the hair there, that obverse lamination. So the coin is graded by PCGS at a mint state 64. It has that nice lamination error taking place, and this nickel ended up selling for over $1,500. $1,500 coin. Now we showed you that small die break on the one Buffalo nickel. This is a 1924D Buffalo nickel, and you know, circulated condition, only graded out of 4, so not very good condition at all. However, it has a larger die break here, much larger than the previous one we looked at, on the rim of the coin here. So we see that cut there. That's what gives the coin value. That's why the coin sold for over $380. Now here is a very off-center coin. So we got an off-center Buffalo nickel that was struck 35% off-center, graded at a Mint State 63 by PCGS. To have the grade like that with the off-center like that is just phenomenal. This coin sold for over $1,300 at auction. Here's a 1935 Buffalo nickel that has a major obverse lamination. You can see that there, again, on the obverse of the coin, of course. This coin sold for over $190, and it is graded by Annex at a fine 15. Now here's another coin graded by Annex. It's the 1936 Buffalo nickel that was struck through grease. So as we zoom in here on the reverse of the coin, you'll see that the lettering from cents, the C and the E, have been struck through that grease there. Graded at an AU50, this coin sold for around $80 at auction. So feel free to check out my other Buffalo nickel coin videos, my other old coin, newer coin videos, coins that you can be looking for that are valuable. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.